My name is Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So, click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. Now, you and I need to reinvent our business every 2 years. Why is that? Because every 2 to 4 years, technology changes, the world changes, what works, what doesn't work changes, fashion and taste changes. Silicon Valley is investing billions and billions and billions into technology, software as a service, information technology, everything. They are making business completely different from what it was 2 years ago. Probably even a year ago maybe. 2 certainly. So you've got to look at the world and your website especially every 2 to 4 years and say, how can we make this better? How can we change this? How can we update it? You don't want to be outdated for too long, because when it's outdated, when you get a website that looks like from 2009 and it's 2017, that's going to really impact your business. You've got to also understand that every year, roughly 20% of your knowledge, depending on what it is per se, like technology for example, 20% of that is redundant. So over the course of 5 years, the things you know about technology, for example, will be completely obsolete, will be redundant or not important anymore. So you've always got to keep up with the latest software, latest advances, latest marketing, latest trends, how people think and feel. Because how people think and feel over the time will determine how you market to them. What worked in 2007 will not work in 2017. What worked in 1997 will not work in did not work in 2007. Whether this is software, whether this is marketing, whether this is content, whether this is approach, advertising, layout, everything. You have got to reinvent your business every 2 to 4 years. Your approach, your style, everything. You've always got to keep on top of how the world is thinking and feeling. Because as soon as the world starts to think and behave differently, you need to keep up. You need to be on top of the game. You can't afford to be left behind when things change. So you've always got to keep your eye out for trends, what's happening in the world. Technology. Reinvesting in your business. I just saw a little clip talking about how Amazon, past few or so years, have lost like £50 million in net. They've lost 50 million, but they've made like billions and billions and billions. But they're reinvesting all their money in the company, and that's a big key right there. They're reinvesting the cash, reinvesting, because they're saying not paying it out, good income, but then they're saying, how is the world changing? How is the world moving on? And reinvesting the cash into the company. There's some talk about in the years to come in San Francisco where there's going to have a big blimp warehouse flying around San Francisco with drones flying out of it, delivering people's orders. And I like that concept a lot. A massive flying warehouse, that'd be really cool, I think. Then you hear about Amazon using drones to deliver. See, they're looking beyond postal delivery and Royal Mail and FedEx and all the rest and UPS. They're looking at how to cut the middleman out, how to cut the postman out, how to get rid of that, so it goes straight from the warehouse to your door. They're looking ahead. You've got to look ahead and look at how the world is going to change, and you've got to always change with it. Reinvent your business 2 to 4 years. Stay ahead of the curve. Don't get left behind. So the question of the day is, how can I stay ahead of the curve? How can you stay ahead of the curve? For me, I'm thinking, this is new organic thought, so this is all original strategy now. For this channel, I'm thinking that over time, I'm going to have to change my message and my tone to how people in the UK and the US think, feel, and what their approach towards entrepreneurism is. Because 10 years from now, a lot more people will be self-employed and a lot more people will want to be entrepreneurs. And they will want to be entrepreneurial. And I will be entrepreneur before it's even cool. They will want to be entrepreneur when everyone else is an entrepreneur. They will realise that they can be their own boss, and they'll eventually have that confidence. So in the short to medium term, more things based on building up belief. I'm going to write this down actually. Building up belief And afterwards, after medium to long term, building up confidence to inspire people to be entrepreneurs, then after that, more actionable stuff, much more actionable stuff. Both of them are valuable, but to different people, they're different values. Like to me, I'm more interested in action stuff as opposed to belief. But that's something. And for the hemp, a bit more complicated that one is, for the hemp business, because it's barely started. So I couldn't tell you right now what the how to reinvent that. Well, this is started as well. I have to think it. Well, I'm thinking with the marketing again, and the changing of approaches, how people think and feel towards hemp, as well as going just beyond talking about hemp and selling hemp clothing, going into conferences, going into education, going into construction, going into biotech. This is my original idea anyway, but talking more about using hemp in different sectors and different fields, not just clothing and not just awareness and intellectual property. But that's how I will stay ahead of the curve. How are you going to stay ahead of the curve? You need to comment below. Also, click on the subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. How cool is that?